Hey everyone, it's May and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my second attempt at a writing vlog, but this one's actually going to be a lot more interesting than the other one, I swear, okay? It's going to be better, I'm going to get more done. Oh wait, no, this is my third attempt at a writing vlog. First time was spring break, which I was like terrible at vlogging and didn't really work. Second time was my June writing vlog, but now this is going to be my journey to draft 3, I think we're going to call it. Writing vlog of book 1. I finished the first draft of my spring break book at the very end of August. It was the day before August ended, so I think it was August 30th I finished it, and then I made the video on August 31st. And so I finished it before the end of August like I wanted to. Many failed goals later. I took last week off, and this week I was supposed to start book 1. I was like, I'll film the intro to the video on Thursday after I've started working on it so I can like give an update, but then I didn't start working on it because I kept doing other things. Work's been really busy this week. That's not an excuse because I definitely had other time, but like my schedule had been really empty and all of a sudden it filled up, so it was really busy. There was a lot of stuff going on there. I'm almost done with work for the week. I just have a couple more things today. It's Thursday, I don't work Fridays, so I have the whole weekend, which is really nice. I definitely had time and I just didn't use it, but today we're gonna get going. We're on page 1. I have not started it. What I did do, I did look at the document of notes I had made when I was going through draft 2 for things that I wanted to add to draft 3, the feedback from my professor. So I looked over all that, so I kind of have in my head what I want, then I have other comments in the document that I just made off to the side. So I did something, I kind of got my head in the game for it, but I'm gonna work on it today. I have about a million other things today that I had planned on doing too, so we'll just see how the day swings out. I have a feeling that this weekend's gonna be a little bit busier than I would like to get a decent amount of writing done. My mom and I are running errands all day tomorrow, so we're gonna be gone for like most of the day. I'm meeting up with a friend on Saturday. I have to clean my room, I have some other chores to do, and I know it just always takes longer than I think it should. But anyway, that's the setup. I am tentatively making my goal to be finished with it October 15th. I don't know if that's unrealistic. That gives me over a month. I don't know. I don't want to set another unrealistic goal, but I did want to start querying agents after that in October, so I'm kind of gonna try to do some research in tandem with my writing, and I'll just start with one and then kind of be doing that while I'm working on another project. If it takes me until the end of October, that's fine. I just really don't want it to go into November. That's my goal. And I am debating whether or not I want to make a pretty decent change. The other changes are significant to the scenes that they're in, and some will require writing new scenes, but in terms of overall structural changes, nothing huge is changing. But there's one thing I'm thinking of based on a piece of feedback that my professor gave me that I may or may not implement, so that will kind of change the timeline too. If I do that, it'll probably take a decent amount longer, so I don't know. Basically, he just gave me a piece of feedback and said we could do it a number of different ways, and that's kind of the way that I thought, like a combination of that way and another way. I don't know. We're just gonna see. So yeah, that's it for now. I hope you can't see the pile of dirty dishes behind me. If you can, just ignore it. My room is a mess. I've just been not cleaning things up like I need to. I just need to work on that. Put things away. I keep leaving things out. And I keep going on TikTok, so I'm gonna ban myself from that starting today. We are not going on there anymore because it is such a time suck. And like, yeah, there are funny ones, but it just takes up so much time. I just go down a rabbit hole and then I don't get off of it, and it's not really that fun because I end up just scrolling and hardly watching any of them. Like, it's just, I was on a ban from it for a while, and then I went back and I was like, it's whatever, and then I got really into it again. But we're done, okay? We're not going on TikTok this whole time. Mark my words. No, this whole time I'm working on the book. We're getting down to business. I think I'm gonna take a social media break as well because I haven't taken one of those in a while. I think that would be beneficial. So maybe starting next week I'll do that as well. But yeah, let's get into it. Hey guys, so I finished up with work since I last spoke with you, and I got a couple things crossed off my to-do list, so time is now. Now is the time to get started. We're gonna start it. I put my work desk away. It's like always the best feeling at the end of the week where it's like, put it away. Let's focus on this now. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I got my iced tea. Probably work for like an hour. We'll just see where we get, okay? We'll see how it goes. It is Saturday now. Did not get any writing done yesterday, as I suspected would happen. My mom and I were out all day, and then I just didn't really feel well for the afternoon, so I just watched Gilmore Girls, and then we actually went to our friends to see Hamilton last night, which was so fun. They have Disney Plus, so they had it, and I had never seen it before. I heard people singing the songs and stuff, and I'd heard references, and now after watching it, I realized that certain things were references to it that I didn't even know. It's very ingrained in our culture, and I really liked it. Today I went to meet up with my friend, and we got coffee, and the only place in Sacramento where there's indoor seating is at the mall, which I realized yesterday when my mom and I were there, because my friend and I were originally going to go to Starbucks, but the air quality has been really, really bad because of the fires, so it's really not sitting outside to have coffee time, because the air quality was literally in the 200s yesterday and this morning, and I think it got a little bit better, but anyway, so we just got Pete's Coffee at the mall and then sat in the food court area because I guess it's okay to sit inside there. I don't know. The tables were spaced out and stuff. And it was open, so we got to sit in there, and then we walked around the mall a little bit. I went to American Eagle. I still really would like some more clothes, and I tried on a bunch of stuff, but I think their new line of clothing is just really oversized in nature or something, because I've always been a large or an extra large in their stuff, and when I tried everything on, it was gigantic. So keep that in mind if you're ordering online for American Eagle right now, which I almost did because I didn't realize the mall had opened up, and I was about to order larges of everything. I'm so glad I didn't do that, and this is coming from someone who wants things flowy and oversized. If you're looking for truly a t-shirt that you want to look like a dress or something really oversized, then order your size. But if you want it to just be flowy and somewhat oversized, size down. And yeah, so we're gonna go back next week because I just didn't feel like trying everything on again and dealing with that. So we are gonna go back and go shopping next Friday because she's actually moving out of state at the end of this month, which is really sad. So I'm only gonna have 2 friends in the area after that. Social life is a little bit sad. But anyway, she also gave me some feedback on my book. I'm feeling inspired to go back into it. She affirmed the change I was thinking about and said that it would be really good. We kind of talked about what it would affect, and it would affect a lot, so I'm still a little bit on the fence about it, but I think it would help with a lot of stuff. So I think I'm gonna try to do it. My goal was to do 2 chapters today. It's 4 something right now. I had a muffin that I brought this morning with a matcha, not coffee. I say coffee, but I don't drink coffee really. She got coffee, matcha anyway, it doesn't matter. I brought that muffin and I ate that, and then we were talking and shopping, and then my mom and I went to Joann's to get fabric for my Halloween costume, and I didn't end up eating until just now at 3:45, which is terrible. I was so hungry and shaky, so I'm feeling kind of still, but there's no excuses. We've got to get this writing done. I forgot to give you guys an update as to where I was. So I'm on chapter 2, which is page 10 out of 175. My pages are single-spaced, Times New Roman. That's just how I write. I don't know. I can't really give you guys word count updates because I would have to highlight what I had done or something. So I'll just give you page and chapter updates. Not all my chapters are named. In my other book, I named all my chapters after song lyrics, which was way easier to name the chapters, even not all those are named either. I might try to do that this time, but some of them might still not have names after this. Anyway. Hey guys, so we are closing out the day on page 26. I did 2 chapters. I split the chapter up, which reminds me that I have to start renumbering them, which is going to be super fun, because I realized that it was super long. The first chapter is decently long, the second chapter is really short. Well, it's not really short, it's shorter, and then the next one was super long, so I split it up into 2, because I kind of want my chapters to be low-key the same length, so I'm going to kind of try to be mindful of that. So I did the original, what was 2, but it's split up, it's 3. Because I wasn't just going to do 2 of the split up and count it, And I'm going to add a scene into the next chapter because it would kind of solve 2 problems, because I had this thing where I was my main character is part of this and we need to see it more, and I also needed to think of a way I have a couple of flashbacks and backstories that go at the beginning of chapters, and I need to make sure that there's a connection between that and the content of the chapter, and this would bring that in. So tomorrow is going to be a little bit more intensive writing that in instead of just editing, changing wording and stuff. I was actually probably naively worried when I started this draft. I was like the first draft was like so messy, and I started trying to edit it twice. I finished this book before my junior year of college. It was between sophomore and junior year, and I jumped right back into it, tried to edit it, only got a little bit of the way through, like maybe a third of the way through. The next summer did the same thing, tried to edit it, got to about the same point, and then last December I actually did a full draft 2, starting back from the beginning. And I felt like it was really polished, and I was like, what am I gonna fix now? There's no wording to change. Like, yeah, there is, okay? There's like little things where it's like 2 sentences that don't both need to be there, or unnecessary words that say the same thing in a sentence. I've been cutting some stuff, adding a couple things, like a little bit more explanation, or just like changing the way things are said. Yeah, so things like that. But anyway, I got to my goal for the day, so let's go. I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. I have to finish editing a video, I have to clean my room, I have to do my hand wash. It's been weeks since I did my hand wash, and 2 weeks ago I meant to do it, and then last week I meant to do it, and I have to do it this week. There is no more putting it off. That has to happen. And a bunch of other stuff. But I think I'm gonna get this done. It's gonna be good. It's Sunday, time for an update. It is 6 p.m. and I'm on page 29. I went through the first part of this chapter, started it earlier, and now I just picked it back up, and I'm starting the new scene that I'm putting in to connect to that flashbacky explanation part at the beginning of the chapter. I've done a lot today. I cleaned the room, I actually exercised, I did a bunch of Duolingo because the leagues turned over today and I was trying to move up, and I did, so woo, I got 3rd place too, because I like did a bunch at the end. And so I'm in Ruby League now, in case anyone cared. And Michelina and I talked, because we hadn't talked in forever, and Grace and I are being pen pals, so I wrote her a letter, I edited my video, and I uploaded it to YouTube, and then I have been journaling, and I just went and spiced it up with some stamps and hole punches, so that was kind of a fun crafting session. But I need to do this, and I need to prep for work tomorrow after dinner. I feel like I should be able to finish this, but I don't know, because we're about to have dinner too. But anyway, I'm on page 29 at the moment. Okay, so it's 8 o'clock and I'm on page 32. It used to be out of 175 and now it's out of 177 because I just added in that new scene. I'm so happy with what I came up with, because actually I think I said it killed 2 birds with 1 stone, but it really kills 3. It connects to the flashback explanation before it. Well, it also makes the chapter longer when it was really short, so we'll count it as 4 actually. It explains questions that my professor and my friend had when reading it, and it strengthens a thread of an activity that my main character's in that was only mentioned a couple times. So I think that scene helps, and then there's one in the middle, and I might mention it and then add another scene toward the end where it's in there that's like maybe not as long or something, I don't know. But yeah, but what I realized is that I wanted this draft to be like it before I started querying agents and using this draft. I didn't want to have to go and do another draft, but I just wrote like 2 pages that's not edited, so I can't be done until I edit that too. How is this done? How do people do this? Because I'm gonna have to do that a couple other times, like completely change things. And there's one part coming up in maybe like 5 or 6 chapters that is like this huge change, but it's gonna take me a couple days to work on probably, to like figure it out and write it, and then I have to come back to it and revise it. It's just never ending. I don't know. But anyway, it's going really well, so I'm gonna shower and I'm gonna prep for work tomorrow, and then if I still feel like doing 1 more chapter, I will, but it's okay because this chapter that I did do had a new scene in it, so I still feel like I was productive today, and then tomorrow I'll go back and revise that and do the next one. My tentative goal is to do 1 chapter a day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and 2 chapters Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because that's when I have more time. But obviously when there's more work to be done in the chapter, then that won't be the case. So I'm also updating my outline because I'm renumbering the chapters because I split that one up, and I'm probably going to have to switch other things around later too. And I just changed the days that events happened on in that section I was working on, that last chapter. So I have to like be updating the outline because I need that to be accurate. But anyway, that's it for now. Check in with you guys later. Okay. So I didn't end up doing the other chapter yesterday, so I'm just gonna try to do 2 today to make up for it, but we'll see. I should have time. But you know what? I was super tired last night and I went to bed like, okay, I'm so tired. Like, I need to go to bed now. And it was like 10:50. And you know what time I went to sleep? At 1 a.m., maybe a little later. I just could not sleep last night. I have no freaking idea why. It wasn't even a normal night of like being normal tired. I was like super tired. And then as soon as I went to bed, my heart just started beating really fast and all the Hamilton songs were just running through my head. And then I started thinking about all the other names that my characters have that I haven't put on my name document. Because in Truckee, when we were on our writing retreat, Jillian told me that she has this document of names that she keeps track of what she's used for her different books. And I was like, that's such a good idea because I don't want to have repeats. And I kind of like worked on it, and then I was like, oh, there's like a couple duplicates, but they're like really minor characters, it's fine. And last night I was like, you know what? It's not fine. We have to redo this. And so since I couldn't sleep, I started writing out names and figuring out where the duplicates were, because I have characters that overlap in different books, so I don't want there to be even like the slightest overlap. So I have a lot of work to do, and I'm also realizing that when I wrote down the character names for my books, I was leaving out so many. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to alphabetize them all for each book, redo the repeats, and then make a master list of all the girl names I've used, boy names I've used, and last names I've used in alphabetical order. And it's not like I'm gonna run out of names. Like, there are so many names in this world, so like I'm gonna be able to find more. It's fine. But there are some overlaps I didn't even realize that there were. I need to fix it. So it's my lunch break right now. Got sushi. That's what we're gonna be working on today. Hey guys, it's Tuesday. Feels like it should be later in the week. My schedule for work has filled up quite a bit this week. Yesterday was actually pretty quiet compared to the rest of the week, so today I do have a little bit of time this afternoon. Not that I'm probably going to be able to get anything done because it's such short gaps, but tomorrow is completely full, and it's really, really stressful when I have a full day, especially when I have like 3 interviews scheduled an hour, so I'm probably not going to be able to get much done tonight because that means I have to prep the whole day tomorrow, which is probably going to take me forever. So I'm still going to try to get my chapter done. I'm on page 36. I'm on chapter 6. I did 1 chapter yesterday. That's where we are right now. I'm going to try to do a chapter. And yesterday I did work a lot on my name document. That was what I spent my time doing yesterday. But it was important, okay? I'm still finding names that I forgot to put in. Like, how did I forget these names? And I added a whole bunch of names to my potential list. I feel a little bit better about trying to never repeat a name now because there are just so many names in the world, okay? Like, so many. I have so many options. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna figure it out. But I need to, like, not do that anymore. And I have a couple other just, like, little things that I wanted to get done today, so we'll see. The air quality is finally better today. I'm hoping that it stays that way. I actually opened my window this morning. It was crazy. We're in the low 100s now, so please let it stay that way. I just want to open the windows and go for walks because it's actually nice outside. Anyway, I need to go make some lunch, and I will maybe work on this a little bit, and then I have work for the rest of the afternoon. I might check in with you guys tonight, or otherwise it'll be tomorrow. Hey guys, so I took the day off from writing yesterday, and I didn't mean to take the day off today, but it's 9 o'clock and I haven't done anything. So I'm going to try to get a chapter done. This chapter that I'm on is one that I brought to my creative writing workshop, so I already had to revise it quite a bit, but I'm sure there's still some stuff that I can improve, if you know what I'm saying. The noise in the background is the whole house fan, in case you're wondering. But yeah, we're just going to go through this, and that's today. I'm on page 41, and it's chapter, well, it says chapter 7, but it might actually be chapter 8, because yeah. it's technically chapter 8 now because I split that one up and renumbered them, so. So it's Saturday and I've been doing a decent amount of editing today. I was supposed to do a chapter yesterday and 2 chapters today, but I was out all day at the mall shopping with my friend, and then I definitely had the time to do a chapter and I just didn't. My mom and I watched a movie, and then Legally Blonde was on TV, so I ended up just watching that too. And we made muffins, and yeah, it just didn't happen. But today I did 3 chapters to make up for it, so I did the 2 that I was supposed to do today and then yesterday's, and I've officially gotten to the part that is now going to be a lot more work to change stuff, because like I said, I've just been kind of making little tweaks, except for that one new scene that I put in. There was this chapter that I was going through where I was like, I feel like it kind of needs something else, but I don't know what, so I just left a note. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, I'm just like working through it, but yeah, I knew this feeling would come eventually because everything was going well. I was like going through it and I was like, you know, I feel so good about this in the first couple chapters. I'm like, this is like so much better than it was, and like I really love the story, and I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't even know anymore. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if this is any good. I'm trying to think of like all the issues I have with it, and like I know it doesn't have to be perfect after this draft, but I just want to make it as good as possible. I'm on page 64 out of 177. So, because the thing is, like, I don't want to be adding a lot of words. Today, as I went through the chapters, I added a couple little details to make the scenes a little bit more, I don't know, fleshed out. But I'm trying not to add that much because I don't want it to get that much longer. And I am cutting things, like I've said, things that are just unnecessary, but it's fine. Oh, there was one more thing I was going to go back and add today, but then I'm done. I'm going to put it away, be done for the day, and I'm not really going to have as concrete of goals in the next coming weeks because I am going to be doing a lot more work. So it's not like I can just say I'm going to do a chapter a day, because in the next couple chapters there's going to be a decent amount of changes, so I'll just kind of see where I get with that. Like tomorrow I'll just maybe say I want to spend 2 hours on it or something. So yeah, that's where we are right now. I'm going to do some other stuff for the rest of the day, but I feel good about where I got. In other news, I've become obsessed with this song that's on TikTok. It's really good to write to, okay? Hey guys, happy Monday. I just thought I'd kind of go over how the weekend went and everything. I haven't written today because I've been working, but I got to page 71. But I realized that I need to go back and add something to the end of the previous chapter. So this is the part where things are starting to change. So the last chapter that I went through, a lot changed. This one, not really so much, but the next one is going to be completely rewritten. So it's probably going to be my main like goal for this week, is to get through that. And I'm also just going back to previous parts and just like weaving things in. I'm like, oh my gosh, remember I was supposed to put that, I was supposed to put this here, and just like weaving in threads more. But yeah, today I'm gonna go back, finish the chapter before this, maybe try to get through this chapter, but tomorrow is like literally an insanely busy day at work, so that means I have to prepare for the whole thing tonight, so basically my entire evening is gonna be gone doing that. So I'm just gonna try to sit down after work today and work on this, and then I'll work out and have dinner, and that's basically all the time I have, so love that for me. But yeah, it's fine. I'm just a little bit stressed. I also had to go to the dentist today. I just got back like an hour ago, so I just took like a longer lunch, and I got my mouth guard because I've been having problems with like jaw pain, so that was exciting to get that. But yeah, I also think that in the next chapter that's going to be changed, there are going to be some things that are in the old version that I'm going to want to put back in the chapter before this potentially, so I might still be going back. There's just going to be a lot of shuffling, a lot of stuff happening, because now I'm in the part where things are changing. I'm not just kind of going through and skimming over everything. It's like we're in it now. So that's the update for the time being. I also really do think I'm gonna have to do another sweep through after this, as much as I didn't want to. So I really am gonna need the whole month of October. This video is gonna be split into two because otherwise it would be way too long. I'll do another one for October. There's just so much that I'm still catching, like little typos, like there was a piece of dialogue and it was like so-and-so shook her head, but it was a comma instead of a period. Like I'm still finding things like that, and I'm changing things. So now the stuff I've changed is a rough draft. So I'm gonna have to go back and just read through again, and maybe I'll go faster through the parts that weren't changed as much, but just like looking for errors and stuff, not changing anything major, but just little things. So my goal is to be done with all of that by the end of October. So then I can query agents after that. So that's that. And I have not made any progress. Well, I did a little bit of research, but what I really need to do is go through like YA books and find like the agents that represented those authors, because that's like the best way to find like good reputable agents instead of just like trying to Google search it. That's what I was reading an article about actually. So I need to collect that data. And I've like read and watched a couple things about like what makes a good query letter, but I think what I'm going to have to do is reach out to my old professor and kind of talk about that with him. And once I have like a rough draft of a letter, have him look at it if he's willing to make sure that it's all good. Because I feel like I'm terrible at like writing synopses. Like, I don't know. I think I've tried to write a synopsis for this before, so I'll go back and look at that. Hey guys, so it's Tuesday. I feel like absolute garbage right now. I have had a headache all day, and I was like, no, I don't want to take Excedrin, and then I finally had to take Excedrin because it was gonna turn into like a full-blown migraine. I think I caught it just in time. I still don't feel great, but it was starting to become that whole debilitating headache that turns into a migraine, and I don't want that in my life right now. I've had to take Excedrin so much less than when I was at college, and I'm like, I don't want to take any more. I don't want to have to be dependent on it. But like, when you're getting a migraine, you need to take Excedrin, and if I had done earlier, then I wouldn't have to worry about the caffeine affecting my sleep, but I took it at 4, so whatever. I've just, staring at a screen all day does it to you. I'm not cut out for work life, I guess. Today was super busy, but then I also had a ton of cancellations and stuff, so it ended up not being like too bad, but it still felt extremely busy. Things are definitely just picking up again, and it's literally like it was at the beginning, which honestly I don't want. I'm just stressed out. I'm spiraling right now. Like, it's great to make more money. I'm really happy with the amount of work I've done this month, and I'm gonna make more this month than I have the last 2 months, which is awesome. I love that, because I'm also realizing that even the money I have saved isn't really mine because I'm a contractor, so I still have to pay taxes later, so I have to like mentally calculate that I'm not really saving as much as I think I am. But anyway, this is like turning into this huge tangent. But basically, I'm super stressed out because I'm trying to work on my book and a bunch of other projects, and I am going to have to start applying for my teaching in France program, and I just what I did is I just shortened my hours by a half an hour. Not that that really did that much, but basically I work in the morning with a break from 8:30 to 12:30. I have a break at 10:30, and then I have lunch from 12:30 to 1:30, and I had set it where I got off at 4:30, so I just moved it up to 4 instead of scheduling in like an afternoon break. And I can always change it back, but I can already see like it's literally Tuesday and next week is already filling up, and I'm like, that is a sign that things are going to be full and super busy just like they were at the beginning. So I'm not here for that. I'm going to at least shorten it by half an hour, and then Thursdays are my half days. And like, I know that I'm being really dramatic and like people work full time, and like that's great, but my year at home was not to work full time. It was to get other things done and also save money. So the problem with this job is that it's not contained to like a certain amount of hours each day. And when I have full days, I have to prepare the night before. So we're ending up just like it was at the beginning, when I would spend all day working. I'd usually have about an hour of catch-up work to do afterward, which I've gotten faster at it, so we're not quite taking that long right now. I still have stuff to do. And then I would eat dinner, exercise if I felt well enough after not feeling well all day because I was staring at a screen, and then spend the rest of the evening preparing for the next day. And I would not have time to write Monday through Wednesday, like zero free time. and it's just not fun. Like, I hate how work like completely takes over my whole day. So we're really gonna try to not have that happen again. But in other news, I did have tomorrow blocked off because I'm starting my period and I always feel like absolute crap the first day. And so I already had that blocked off, so I don't have any prep to do tonight, which is super fun. So excited to have a free evening. My mom and I can go on a longer walk. My mom's making s'mores tarts, so I think I'm gonna help her with that. And I can hopefully get a little bit of writing done later tonight. But yeah, I'm not like gonna try to force myself to get a bunch of stuff done tomorrow because I really just want to veg out and probably read and watch television because I'm not gonna feel well. I will try to get some writing done tomorrow as well, and it's just gonna be really nice to have a day off. I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, that's updates for now. I think I'm going to finish my work. There's still something I'm waiting on. I feel like really a nuisance. My boss always assures me that I'm not annoying when I ask a million questions in Slack, but I feel like I am. And there was something that I didn't understand earlier, and I literally don't know if I'm just missing something or if I'm just stupid, but I can't figure out what to do in this one thing. And I feel really bad nagging people about it, but it kind of has to be done by the end of the day. So that's fun. We're gonna deal with that too. And I'll potentially check in with you guys later, and if not today, then tomorrow. Sorry if there's noise in the background, our whole house fans on. I really have not gotten like any writing done since I talked to you yesterday. I think the last time I talked to you was like I was getting a migraine, I took Excedrin. I definitely did catch in time because like 20-30 minutes after I took it, my headache went away. However, I felt really good for like 30 minutes to an hour maybe, and then I started feeling like caffeine OD'd and really shaky. And then after dinner, I had terrible stomach pain and nausea, and we went on a walk, but I literally had to sit down in the middle of the walk because I was in so much pain. I was also getting cramps. It was a mess. I'm so glad that I took today off because I didn't have to prep for a full day last night because that would have been brutal because I was in so much pain. And then today I like had cramps this morning like I knew I would. And like I can do it, like I've done it before, but like since I have complete control over my schedule, it's like, why not just take this day off? Like, why not take advantage of that? Because it's just so nice to have a day to just sit in bed with a heating pad and a cup of tea. And I went for a really long walk this morning because walking always helps when I have cramps, and it was just really nice. I listened to some music. Finally got Hamilton songs out of my head for a while. I listened to some other music. Now they're back in my head. I've been singing Satisfied for like the last 3 hours. Yesterday it was Satisfied and Helpless were just playing on a loop, and then today it was Wait For It, and then it's Satisfied again, so I don't know. I haven't actually listened to that song today. But yeah, so I really didn't get that much writing done today. I worked on a couple other things. I read some of my book. Still would consider it a pretty productive day, which it didn't even have to be because it's just about relaxing. I watched an episode of Gilmore Girls, and basically I'm gonna still probably go through what I just edited today because I was in way more of a mood to like just edit something I had already written, but I only got through about half a page, so my head wasn't in the game. We're just gonna do it again tomorrow. It's hilarious. I actually had on my to-do list for today, like maybe finish the new chapter, like maybe. Like we're not even to the new chapter. Like we haven't even started the new chapter. We're not even to the point where we're gonna start the new chapter. That was just so off. No. So I'm on page 76, but I still haven't gone back to write the end of that other chapter. And then I have this chapter that I'm on, and then the next one is going to be rewritten. So that's going to be my goal for this weekend, is to get through, finish that, edit the part I'm at, and rewrite the new chapter. I mean, it would be great if I could do more than that, but I don't know. This is gonna be the end of this vlog. I realize that this is just gonna be way too much footage to do the entirety of me working on draft 3, and I really want to film some other videos. So tomorrow I'm gonna film my summer reason watches and my Little Fires Everywhere review, and then this weekend I really wanted to vlog just like a normal weekend of my life, showing other things, and I will pick this back up next week on October 1st, so Thursday I believe, and do like an October vlog for like part 2. And maybe we'll have to split up into a part 2 and part 3, I don't know. That's the plan. I have like so many video ideas right now that I may have to start posting twice a week to get them all out, but that also requires more editing, so I don't know. I haven't posted twice a week in a while, but maybe every once in a while I'll just throw in a Thursday video because I do have just so many ideas right now. We'll see if it actually happens though. But anyway, that's that. I will be posting part 2 later when that is all done, sharing my progress. Hopefully when I talk to you guys next, I'll have gotten a couple things done. Hopefully I will have made some strides. So please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel as well if you have not already. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Bye!